Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Working 9 to 5 today. So this is my setup, because you got two little bands that go for the GPS remote, and didn't even have to do any. It just like automatically showed it. It was really neat. What's this? Don't show again. Swipe up. Alright, so there was an update on the Bluetooth controller. It's giving me something. I'm trying to get it to go away, but there it goes. Alright, so, and there you be. So, where I have it on the handle, I mean, I can adjust it a little bit, but I wanted it on the kind of the rubber portion. And we'll also have to add the drone light to this handle. But, yeah, showing recording. Now, I don't have GPS lock right now because I'm indoors. That won't work. But I got a record light, and I got control, plus I got power on this. And I can also change modes right from here. So, maybe leaving it a little bit loose won't be a bad thing, because if I turn the camera around, I can just turn the GPS remote around. It might be something I have to work on in the future, because otherwise it'll kind of be on the wrong side. Okay. And I don't know how to make update message go away. Swipe up, updated. Okay. I did make a slight change last night. The video was actually in HLG 10-bit, and I've taken the HLG portion of that off because I did have to brighten things up a little bit. But 60 frames per second, honestly, in my opinion, like the Pocket, like Mike said to me, less grain, way less grain. So we are going to probably run 60 most of the time. But I'll be curious to see how, with the HLG off, how this imports today. Alright, had a little bit of an issue there the second time around, because I fired the remote up with the camera off. It didn't like that. So, I gotta run trash out real quick here, and then do kitty litter, and then get puppies for walks. But, okay, so Bluetooth remote, perfect spot. I like the fact that it's actually, the button's on its side there, because that way I definitely hit the record button because it's the closest one to my thumb. Wow. Okay, so if you turn the camera off, leave the remote on, it goes into a standby mode. I think it's like 30 minutes, and then you can just fire as long as you don't turn the remote off. So, alright. Yeah. I'm thinking this is going to be a cool trick. It's funny because when we were in Niagara Falls and I had this thing all the way up for the Maid of the Mist, the guy's like, "How did you get it to start?" "Press record on camera, sir." And then lifted it up. Oh, anyway. Alright, video is rendering a little bit because I made some changes from last night. Didn't sleep very well. I was still up at like 1 o'clock this morning. I laid down. Priya was with me. Finally, she took over my bed, so I went over the other bed. Then she comes over, and I had both dogs like literally snuggling right up against me. But then I finally fell asleep. And I just stayed in bed until like a little after 6 o'clock because I don't go until 9. Boy, that record time is so fast. Come on, Priya, let's move. Come on. And the connection to the microphone is super fast too. That was a big thing. Boy, it feels like they made the screen so much bigger. I don't know that they increased the size of it, but it just feels like it's bigger than the Action Force. And the new OLED, is definitely way more responsive than the other one. Like I said last night, the adjusting the Evo to -7 was not near the task I had before. Come on, Priya, keep walking. Little nose is on the freaking sidewalk sniffing. We're getting puppies out for a walk, so let's see if I can take a look at the weather here. If it works. It finally started working yesterday at some point. 59 degrees, 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in the settings I did change the noise reduction, and now I think it used to be called detail. or sharpness. It's now called texture. I have that at -1 and the noise reduction at -2. Was always the suggestion on the last model, so we'll see if that makes any adjustment from what we just did coming up sidewalk. We got a number 1 going on there, but yeah. Alright, we are in a very, very, very busy spot. I do have the Pocket with me as well, so at some point I'll go back over to that and we'll just kind of take a look real quick at comparison. But from what I can tell, we're not in horrible lighting right now. I mean, it's overcast, so, which is what we've had for days and days. I'm waiting for blue skies again. I do want to go up through the playground though and get those trees just to get an idea versus the Pocket, because the Pocket's been a little dark in that area. I don't know. Of course, you know, see how the sky and from what I can tell from all the reviews I've watched, the dynamic range on this thing is much better. So, oh wow, I was gonna say that they literally did put a sign. They literally did put a sign right there where I came through. I had a feeling they were gonna do that. I just anyway, okay. I was gonna say they better do that, because otherwise, if that's where Husky guy is rolling through, you know, and I'm pretty sure the shale landing where I did the sad version of the Eclipse is part of that property as well, so that's all off limits. And that's where he comes up through with his bike and his dog. So, well, oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Private property, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. Interesting. Alrighty. Well, oh, cool. It even gives you a little image that you got the Bluetooth connected. And it is telling me that we are down 1 foot from where we started. Well, we were at like 4 feet. Okay, good. We got a number 2 going on. But at least, interestingly enough, before you do 4K 60 and have the front screen on, it would actually block it out. You had to pick which screen you were going to record with, and it lets you actually see both screens now. So, that's cool. That's cool, cool, cool. I wouldn't be surprised if where those 2 other little pathways come through to go up top, if there aren't signs there too. Enough of that. All that bullshit. I could care less. I am in standard deworm. Action cameras have like what, infinity focus to a degree? Probably about 4 inches away. Yeah, this... See, there's a couple things they could definitely pull to the Pocket series with this new screen. Would make the Pocket screen way better, and I'm pretty sure this will work now with polarized lenses, which I could see that being a huge problem for like people who ski and stuff and fish. Anybody that has anything to do with water or, you know, stuff like that, not being able to see what you're recording because of the older displays, but it feels like they've definitely fixed it. So many, everybody's like, that's the first thing you're going to notice, and yeah, I can truly notice that they've updated that. They sure did put a sign through here. Yep, I guarantee you there's one up at the top side if they know where that pathway's at. Yep, this is all their property, so that whole area is now off limits. Well. I don't know how many of you have had this problem, but I keep getting these fraudulent, we can't deliver your package because your address is incomplete, impersonating the post office. And I just was trying to research. It looks like anywhere from 6 months to 3 years in jail for that. I was just trying to figure out my next response, because usually I tell them that they've been reported to the authorities and quit preying on the stupid. But I think I'm going to change it up to, thank you for contacting the federal government. We're looking for you for your 3 years in prison and your $250,000 fine for impersonating a government official. I love to reply to these scumbags. I mean, the sad part is they're dumb enough people that actually, fall for this shit. That's the problem. And we'll give them their information. Because they're dumb. Post office will never ask you for your address. They obviously deliver to your house every freaking day. Duh. Well, that's an interesting view. Alright, we're going to give this thing a whole day. I thought I was going to pull the Pocket out, but I'm like, I always kind of test the camera mostly by itself. As we go here, we'll compare them. The nice thing is having the handle with the Bluetooth on it, I don't have to try to reach all the way across the dash to get to you. In time, I'm sure things will move. I didn't bother with the whatchamacallit this morning. Jesus, I still got out of here late. I was like, I had 6 minutes. Anyway, did the mic connect? Oh, because I didn't turn the mic on. Well, that'd be a good audio test. And boy, does that connect fast. Wow. That is so much better than the 4. So much better. See, when they released the 4, the Bluetooth Mic 2 was in development, and it was designed for the Pocket, and then they gave it the ability to use it, but not real well. I don't think it was initially their plan. Or if it was not thought out too well, because it did not work the best. So I'm curious to see if it does the same thing as the Pocket does and boost it. So speaking of the mic, I have the gain set at -2, and from what I listened to this morning when I edited last night, it sounded pretty good. So I'm seeing a little yellow and red. I do not have low cut on. I do not have 32-bit float on, because I'm not going to import and try to match this crap up. But let me stop it and start it back up just in case it is blasting. Alright, so now the mic is already connected when the clip started. With the Pocket, it literally crackles when I do that. So now this is a newer system. I don't honestly foresee Rode or DJI coming out with any more microphones in the near future. There's only so much you can do with these little things, and yeah, maybe Rode will just for the money grab, but I still see DJI doing it. I'm still on the fence of whether or not I see a Pocket 4. There's not a lot of rumors on that one, and it seems like everything is just fizzled out on the Mini 5 Pro drone. It just seems like they're all like, well, this drone needs to come out yet, that drone needs to come out yet, and basically the Mini 5 is like third in line. Maybe. Who knows? They can change things up. But honestly, I'm not over worried about it right now. It's just like, it's such a limited case use. I know there's a lot of times I'd wanted to use it, but oh god, I got this school crap today. This section is, it's only the second time I think I've come in at 9 o'clock. Alright. That's gonna be facing down. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. That's a little bit weird. Boy, that display is just so much better. I still don't have you cranked high enough, but there's too much going on here to move it again. Oh crap. I didn't turn my tracking off. And then, like I said, I did turn out HLG off, so it's just in 10-bit. It should be pretty decent. Lock that down so it doesn't turn. Alrighty, I'm not going to record the whole way to work, but just to get a little bit of a an idea of what this thing looks like on the road. No, I don't have this on. Shit. Oh yeah, that connects just as fast as the Pocket connects to them. They definitely made a huge improvement on that. And it doesn't fail. At least it hasn't so far. Like if you do the quick launch with the remote, the remote's in my bag. I didn't bother getting it out. I thought about it after I sat down, and my legs are hurting so bad I could care less. Not that I really walked around. Well, no, I take that back. Really, that was gorgeous, jackass. You know, you can use turn signals in a parking lot, by the way. Just saying. Boy, it looks like I'm like so far away from the camera being back that far. Okay, why are the lights blocked off? That is interesting. Well, that guy's turning, so I guess when he gets his light... Oh, there's one over there. Okay. Oh, this must be the new ones. They were putting a camera and stuff in, too. Oh, but yeah, I was on register most of the day because that's just unfortunately how the schedule was. But so I didn't do a whole lot of my new job. Don't have keys yet. Don't have polos yet. So hopefully by Wednesday. If they come in tomorrow, I told them, I said, text me. I said, I'll come over and get them. That way I have them. Because it'd be nice. We'll see. Oh, I wish I had more energy to take puppies for a ride or something, but I don't think so. As much as I'd love, I have tomorrow. I have all day tomorrow. I'm off. So maybe in the morning, we'll get up, normal time, edit the video if I haven't already done it, which I honestly don't see me doing. Oop, car. Actually, I should say truck. And you know, head to the park or the river walk or something and give this thing an initialization. Show it what it's going to be doing. And might bring the Pocket and the Action 4. That's one thing I think a lot of people would be interested in seeing. Would be the Action 4 versus the Action 5. Going head to head against each other. Good evening, everybody. Oh, it has been just a lay down and try to get rested night for me. Wow. I'm really impressed with the light. I mean, granted, I do have the headlamp on, but nonetheless, I mean, just looking out beyond it, even without the light, so much clearer. So much clearer. Oh. Yeah, I haven't even gotten these guys out. I passed out. Terry was talking to me up there, and because she made some food and didn't even hear, not one bit. I'd be very curious because the screen-wise, it looks like the colors are very, very accurate. All right, let's go. Let's do a number 2 there, bud. He's like, come on, walk. Keep moving. Kind of thinking I could actually film myself with this thing. I don't know. Well, let's give it a shot here. Oh, yep, sure can. Now, granted, the porch light's on right there, and I'm going to get into some serious darkness now, but shockingly, I can still see me in between porch lights and the lamps. It's starting to get a little bit on the super dark side, but the background, you can see. Oh yeah, just a tiring day. Like I said, I didn't sleep well last night, so that had a lot to do with it. I just did not get the sleep I needed, and a full 8-hour day too. So, and just a different shift than I'm used to, but survived it. And tomorrow off. We're kind of on the fence of what we want to do tomorrow. If we're gonna possibly run down to Wanger's or the Surplus just to get some produce and stuff. We need to get milk from Sam's. What? go potty. He's like, I can't see. Come on. Come on, go potty, dude. The faster you go potty, the faster we can go back home. And you can go do what you've been doing all day long and laying down. Oh, yes. You know, like I said, I don't know if you guys could notice it on YouTube or not, but when I was editing, boy, the grain in 4K 30 was so much more than the 60. That's not, it seems abnormal to me. Anyway. Alright, potty complete. Head back home with this guy. Try to get Princess out real quick because it's getting pretty close to Terry leaving. I don't know. I haven't our Night in America on. I haven't watched his channel in a while, but I guess he did like a Friday or Saturday, Sunday, Monday show because they're going to Talladega. So they're running the 87 cars tonight, and these things are wicked loose. Oh, I am very, very curious to see how this whole video turned out. I was going to use the iPhone, honestly, tonight, and I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I want to test low light. I was, out a little bit earlier this morning, or later this morning, so it was already light out. Of course, I'm sure the lens, but I can still see me in the screen. These screens, they definitely have made a huge improvement on the screens. So, kudos to, and the low light performance seems to be better, at least from what I'm seeing in my own eyes. And something I'm always talking about is how much easier Priya shows up in low light because of having, white on her. On the screen, she almost looks like her white's reflective. Her feet and her back of her head there, and that little spot on her back, it's like glowing on this screen. Yeah, it's funny because DJI does like this whole questionnaire when you activate your device, and it's like, what do you do? And so well, that would honestly be a really cool thing to actually get part of a program where they send you stuff to test and play around with, because I don't run things the way a lot of people do. Nope, come on, let's go to the end of the sidewalk. Let's go to the end of the sidewalk and see if we can go number 2. Let's try to go to a number 2. Come on. Keep moving. That would be a really cool thing to be part of that. As long as I can give my opinion, not a scripted type thing. That one gentleman I was telling you about in Poland, the one thing he did, because he literally went out and bought one, even though DJI was going to send him one, they hadn't yet, was he took it in the forest. He goes right in the pre-notes for most of these action cameras. It'll say, do not take in the forest, because of the lighting situation usually shows a lot of the issues with these cameras. But like he was saying, that's where you're most likely going to use it if you're mountain biking or you're hiking, different scenarios like that. The forest is, or a wooded area, is going to be your prime use for the camera. And it's interesting. And apparently GoPro has just quit, from what different YouTubers are saying, has basically just given up on working with low light. They're not even trying anymore. Just trying to see what happens. That light is actually like an amber color, and it's kind of turning me red. But it's on the screen, I'm telling you, it looks like it looks in my eyes. I don't even think the Pocket 3 is that good screen-wise. So they definitely can make the screen better on the Pocket 4 when and if they do it. Whether it be this year or in 2 years, who knows? Come on, go potty! You haven't been outside to go number 2s all day, Priya. She's like, what time is it anyway? Because I gotta start Mommy's car. Kind of hoping she would go quick like she did last night, but since they haven't been out. So, well, I think my game plan is to import and try to look this back and go over where I feel like if these clips are as good in editing as they look on the screens of the camera. Because right now it's kind of impressing me. And I didn't even put the drone light on this thing yet. It's not like it's that hard. All right, you're not doing anything. Let's go home. Come on, we gotta go get snacky snack. So, I'm not gonna say goodnight yet. I'm gonna do that. I only have one camera to import. Now, all day has been on an SD card. Maybe tomorrow we'll pull the SD card out, and I kind of want to see what this thing speed-wise does for importing into Final Cut off of the internal drive. So, all right, I'm gonna edit, and again, I'll get back with you guys with how I feel like it really did turn out in the end for you.